And we are live. Good evening, everyone. This is Tara Lee Live, and you are live with Tara Lee. And we are having an awesome pressing party tonight, Saturday Night Live. I can't wait. And I've got friends in the house joining me tonight. You will be hanging out with DK Trades and my girlfriend, Kathy. Hey, guys, welcome to the party.
Good evening.
Hello, hello.
Hello, hello. I am popping out chat here right now so we can say hello to everyone, and I will share that with you in just a minute, DK. Kathy and DK, let's let Kathy start out. Kathy, how can everybody find you? Where are you hanging out these days? What's been going on?
Well, I am basically here. I'm also on Instagram as Sabrina C. and Cannabis as Kathy M. I don't know what you want me to talk about.
Oh, that's perfect. That is perfect.
But that's where you can find me.
Heck yeah. And she's also a medical patient, and she also presses her own rosin.
I do. Yes, I do.
Yes, she is an experienced rosin presser. And we also have DK in the house tonight. He is taking a dab right now, so we'll let him finish that dab up. And then he can tell you about himself. I'm going to share the chat right here in our Hangouts right here. Enter. You should have that over there, DK.
Thank you, thank you.
All right, all right. Welcome, welcome. Okay, for those that all just tuning in tonight, DK, go ahead and tell everybody how they find you and who you are, and then we'll tell them what we got going on, because I'm excited.
I usually go by DK Trades, Cannabis. I'm Drake KO4 on Instagram. Hello, everybody. Thanks for tuning in. Make sure to get some dabs in. We're going to be doing some pressing for you tonight. Well, at least Tara is. I've been slacking. Haven't got any of my bags ready. Haven't done any pressing. So talking about pressing, Tara's going to bring up your pre-press, right?
Heck yeah, you guys. I'm so excited. Oh, my gosh. So there's a couple new toys in the house that I had. And one of them is this pre-press that I thought would be a really handy little thing here. And I was thinking that I bought this pre-press to take my flour and squish it, and then all of a sudden slip it in one of these bags, and it was going to save me time on not squishing it, right? And like it was going to be really quick. That didn't work. So thank God I tried that offline, because y'all didn't have to like bear with me. My friends online got to see we were hanging out doing that earlier today. So that doesn't really work so well. So tonight I went ahead and I already, in my pre-press here, I have 20 grams of flour that we're going to be squishing out here. And we're going to be squishing them out on my new plates. I'm so excited. I got this dab press in with the cage plates. You can see it right down there in the corner. Let's see. I'll screen share that. Here we go.
Nice. Now, did you say
video? There we go.
Those are beautiful.
Did you say 20 grams or is that 40 grams?
Oh, 40 grams. Sorry.
That's what I thought.
You're right. It was 40 grams. Thank you for correcting me. Yes. 40 grams. We're going to squish out 40 grams tonight. Yes. So we got the plates all heating up, ready to go. So what should we talk? Should we show? I guess we should show what the my other plates were, I guess, right? I rushed up to the big plates, right?
Yeah, what you've upgraded.
The difference, right? So there's a difference in the upgrade that I did. So part of the difference is size, of course. Size does matter. Yes, size does matter. Sorry, boys. Okay, so anyways, the plates are much bigger. So now I'm able to squish a lot more, because what ended up happening before was this plate was barely big enough for this puck right here. So what would happen is it would squish over the edge, and then you have blowouts and all that, and it doesn't work. So keep that in mind when you're getting plates and what size and how big your press is, and pay attention. But hey, I was happy they got me by. They were like three. What are they? Three. Let's see. They are three. I think they were three. Yeah, exactly 3 by like 4.5, just over 4.5. So 3 by 4.5. And now my new plates are almost 6 by definitely 7. So 5.5 by 6 by 7. This is where they're sitting. The heating, oh my gosh, they heat up super fast. Gosh, we were sitting here and they heated up within like 10 minutes while we were hanging
Like
out, you
5
guys.
minutes. That was surprising.
That was like
Yeah.
5 minutes.
Yeah, super fast. So yeah. Let's see what else. So I pre-moisten all my material. This was a full jar earlier before I packed it into there. So that's about how much material it took. Kind of gives you an idea about what you got squished into a small little bag.
Did you mention which plates you went with?
They're called the dab press. That's
I've
what
seen-
they say. Yeah, they say the dab press on them.
We'll have to see
These
what
are
it is.
brand new, just got them. So the upgrade, the difference is also is now because they have the spring on them, they don't have to be attached at all times, whereas the other one's attached all the time. And so that ram constantly heats up. And then people talk about that ram heating up and then people having leakage. And that's
Mhm.
why people have to replace the rams. Don't we know about that, Kathy?
Yes, we do. I just had to replace the ram on mine.
Yes.
And hydraulic oil, every time I went to use it, was leaking out because of the heat. It melts the seals.
Yes. So that's something to be aware of, guys. Yeah. So if you're coming by, don't know what you're doing, check that stuff out. Teflon seals is what you want inside your press. So if you don't, this is another way you can kind of get by that. You can see that the top of the puck there at the top is not, or the top of the, what do you call that? Plunger thing?
Ram?
The
The
ram.
ram, excuse me, ram. Thank you. The thingy,
The
the
thing.
ram.
The thing.
My husband always knows what the thing is. The ram is not touching. You see, like there's about a 1/2 inch or even more over there in between here. I put my finger in there so you can kind of see there's that space. So quite a bit of space is there, so it's not heating up. It's not getting hot in there. What else? Is there any questions in chat? Anybody got any questions? We got who we got out there?
TSP wants to know if the plates are aluminum.
Yes, they are aluminum because magnets do not stick with them. That's one way you can really figure that out. And also you can see there's actually some bamboo is like an insulation board that they sent along with a silicone little plate that's between there. And then you've got the plate, then the heating plate, then you've got, where you're going to put the rosin, and then you've got the springs on the side. And what the springs are for, to lift it up and off of there. This unit can also be used for a bottle jack. If anybody's wondering, it also has been used for a lot of bottle jacks out there. That's kind of what they've mainly designed this for, I think, originally. Wouldn't you guys say?
Probably.
Yeah.
Anything that style.
Yeah. Well, shall we take a dab and then shall we get going?
Yeah, that's great.
Shall we press? Let's
It
get
sounds-
this pressing party going.
I can't wait to see that work.
Yeah. Kathy, you want to do some shout outs? Can you see chat tonight?
Yes, I can. We got Bingo out there. Octo Tom is out there. TSP has joined us. Mr. Green Sativa World is out there. How you doing? Let's see who else we got. Lobster Bush Bro. Smoke Steve is out there. Guys, hello. How you doing?
Cheers, everyone.
Awesome. Yes, thanks
Yep.
for stopping by, everybody. Appreciate you coming by, swinging by. Yeah, hit that like if you like, hit that bell and subscribe. Don't forget, because we
And
go
hit that
live
ring.
on a random, don't we? We go just live
Yeah.
randomly. I've got so many toys coming in, and I've got buckets of stuff that's going to be coming in to get squished. I have a friend that just informed me that we're going to start doing some bubble pretty soon. I've got a bubble washer, bubble man washer, and bubble bags coming, and we're going to be having some fun. Yeah.
It's going to be exciting.
Yeah, there is some flour in them buckets there, Freddie. These guys all know. Cheers.
Cheers.
Hopefully everyone else out there is enjoying a nice dab. I just had some grape LA. It's got that like citrus rind flavor to it, kind of a more heady, speedy feel to it, but it's still got a good punch. I can smoke it all day.
Nice.
Well, I am puffing on some super lemon haze that I actually squished out earlier when Bingo Lombardi was here. We were practicing on my press earlier.
And I have some apple tartlet that I grew and pressed.
And actually, super lemon haze is what I'm going to be pressing out tonight.
Nice.
And Kathy, you've been talking about that apple tartlet like since we've been hanging out, and like you're telling me about how apple-y this is. Like, I don't know that has anybody else talked about apple cultivars or strains out there? I don't think I've heard of anybody talk about that, but you.
Even my daughter was here today, and she doesn't generally smoke. When I opened the jar, she said, "What smells like apples?"
Really?
Yeah. So it definitely has that smell. It smells like green apples.
I seriously can't wait to taste it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Burnt marshmallow flavor only, Triumph says.
Burnt marshmallow.
Burnt marshmallow.
Oh, you poor thing. Oh my gosh. Okay. Get my hands all dried off. Can get some gloves on here. It's really important to me, like, even though I know that like this is for myself and I'm going to be the one smoking on it, it's still a good idea to keep things clean. I just really believe that, it's best to keep the much particles that you can, because it can cause particulates in there that you don't really want. You'd be
No, I
surprised
agree.
when you look under a magnifying glass and you start taking some of these really close-up shots and you're like, wow, hair's in there.
Yeah. And your own essential oils.
Yes. And tonight I'm going to be I'm using some new papers that I just ordered. Do not buy these, however. These have silicone on them. They will leave it in your product. Okay, so don't use those. Kirkland was good ones that I purchased, but I'm trying new ones tonight. I ordered them online through Amazon. And it's big. They're the big sheets, natural ones that they come, like people use them in the bakery, I guess.
Yeah.
So I don't know. So these are new. Trying these out tonight. We'll see. Haven't used them before. Get my plate out of the way here. And I did actually try and stand on that. I put all my pressure on it earlier when DK and I were on earlier, and it is literally pushed in there. I cannot get it pushed down any farther.
I do the same thing.
Yeah. So there we go. Get that out of the way.
Yeah, you don't want to infect your rosin with Corona.
Yeah.
No.
No Corona. No Corona in my rosin.
No.
That was funny. Oh my gosh. I'm trying to decide if I want to do a directional flow wrap on this, or if I want to do just a regular wrap on this. I'm really trying to decide because I haven't done one this big before.
Bingo says he told you to stand on it.
Yeah, I know. I did stand on it and it didn't work. It's like
Yeah.
super hard. Yeah, I did. What do you think? I don't think I want to do a directional flow. I think I want to just do a regular one because I really don't know how this is going to press out yet.
We're all going to find out together.
I know. I'm like, on live. I'm gonna
It's
mess
going to be
this up.
exciting. I can't wait.
All right, then we'll all learn together live.
That's right.
I'll learn on the live.
Well, that's how I didn't learn on a live, but that's how I learned how to press was with Tara Lee online like this. Once my press was set up and ready to go, she's guided me right through doing everything I needed to do.
Yeah, that's the best way.
Yep.
Do a little research at your parameters and start testing.
Yep.
A good buddy to do it and dab with. Well, you can't complain about that.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna fold the edges over a little bit here because
I think that there'll be a point in time that I'll probably update mine with the springs too. Because I have the same issue like when we were talking about with having to replace that RAM, and I only used mine maybe 3 or 4 times
yeah.
before it actually had, the seals actually went on it. Tom has a question. Octo Tom has a question. He says,
Don't pull my mic
how
over.
long do you heat the puck up before applying full pressure?
Well, we are new at this big of a puck, Tom. And what's anybody think? I'm kind of thinking like 2 minutes. Anybody want to give me any information on that?
Well, the person that taught me how to do it probably told me about 2 minutes as well.
Yeah. Kind of feeling like 2 minutes is kind of it. I don't know. Anybody? I'm
No.
like seriously.
I've heard
open
some people
to-
say like just a minute and other people say 3 minutes. And
What temperature are you at right now?
Okay, so we are at 185 and 180. And it's a different way because you have, so I'm dealing with the springs, right? Normally you wouldn't have the springs, so you could hang off paper over both sides of the edge. So now I have to pull the paper up and make sure that it's going to fit in there between those springs now. So that's, another thought if you hadn't thought that out before. And it gets caught on the back spring, so that's a little different. It's going to be getting used to this. It'll be interesting. I want that there. Because if some comes out front, it'll be cool. And you want to get it right in the center because of the springs, it can throw it off, right?
Yeah, it can go off balance. You want to keep it centered.
This looks like super messy.
oh yeah, well that makes sense.
Yeah.
I hadn't thought of that.
Okay, so someone set the timer. Let's go. 2 minutes. Here we go. We're gonna let it warm up. And I'm gonna.
Yeah, 2 minutes should be good. I wouldn't go much longer than that by any means.
I
If
gotta.
you're doing just a moderate amount of pressure, like just having the plates squeeze down on it.
I'm not even down on it yet. The top. I'm just trying to get the top down on the puck. So it's resting on top of it. That's all I want to do. No pressure, just resting on top. So there it is.
All right, let me know when.
2 minutes. Okay.
Okay.
2 minutes.
Sometimes when I do this, say after 30 seconds, I'll give it a couple little quick presses and then maybe
Little bit
after
more.
a minute, couple little, and then it just, help add to that a little bit. But hey, let's try it, see what we do.
So do I want a spotlight video or pin video? Spotlight video. I
Spotlight
think.
video.
There we go. How's that?
Yep.
So y'all can see what I'm doing there. Is that better?
Yeah, we got a clear view.
Yep.
Cheers, everyone who's just turning in. We are pressing out 40 grams of rosin tonight, or of flour. 40 grams of rosin. Flour. Shit. Hopefully, I would love to have 40 grams, but we're not going to get 40 grams of rosin in return. We're just pressing flour. Okay, so don't want to unmute that. Okay, so can't really see. It's not really, there's nothing really to see in there. but I'll pull it around here closer
Get the center view.
and we'll put it right in the center. Let's get this a little bit lower. Put that down. And hopefully get you right in the center there. And the puck's right in there. Wait, how are we looking at, Kathy? How long?
We got about 24 seconds left.
24. Okay. Oops. There we go.
That's nice and even.
Yeah.
So I'm going to give it a little bit more. How about that? So I cranked it a little bit. No pressure.
You are at 0.
Okay. So
Okay.
just starting to do pressure on it. Here we go. Let me know when I get up to a minute. How's that?
Okay.
And now are you just slowly going to apply until you start seeing it?
Yeah, I think that's what I should do. Don't you think?
Yeah.
Yeah, just a little bit at a
Ooh,
time.
I see some in there already. Let's see. Let's get my.
That's
line in
cool.
there. Let's see. I see some way in there.
Dr. Tom says slam it.
Damn it. Yeah. Typical.
That's a pretty good shot there as it starts to melt there.
Yeah, and as we see the oil start coming out, she'll just continue to keep adding pressure slowly and have like a nice kind of come and give. Stabs up, Red State.
How many
And
minutes are we at, Kathy?
You're at 1 minute.
Okay. Yeah, I don't. I thought I would see more than that. Now, see, I'm also, I have to keep in mind that the shocks or the springs are also resistant as well. So even though I'm used to pressing it that many times, I might not really be, right?
Yeah.
True.
Yeah, there'll be
Because you do have a lot of resistance going back there with those.
Yeah, so let's see here. This is
And not
definitely
quite
the
at
most
2 minutes.
flour. This is definitely the most flour I've ever pressed out. This is definitely the most boringest video because like there's nothing coming out yet.
All right, you're at 2 minutes.
Diamond Presco says no insulators? Question mark.
Okay, so there is an insulator right here. So right underneath here. Right there. Is that what you're talking about? That's a bamboo thing. Then with the little silicone plate. Is that what you mean by an insulator? I'm not sure, Diamond Press.
No.
You're welcome to jump on. I would totally let you jump on if you want to jump on and talk about it. If you got more questions.
Or answers.
Okay, so
Or
I
answers.
see it in there. Yeah, or answers. I do see some in there, and I don't know if you're going to be able to see it on here. Let me try and get the angle just right on this camera. But
Where are you at for pressure so far?
oh, okay, let's see. See, can you see it in there? Where in there? Where am I at? 3? Almost 3.
You are at 3 minutes.
So 3 for 3.
3 for 3.
See, I think it's squishing out the back. I think it's squishing out the front. Or not very much out of the front. I see more out of the side and out of the back. And so I wonder if that could also have to do with the level of the plate where it's going to start squishing out first. See, you guys all can't even see that.
Can you hear it?
I can see it.
Are you able to hear it though, like the sizzling and so on and so forth?
Got my hair set on.
There we go. You're us.
All right, you're at 4 minutes.
See, I've even switched up to 15 on some of my smaller stuff. So I just think I'm not being patient enough. I really do.
Low and slow.
Yeah,
Low and
I
slow.
just feel like I'm not being patient enough. It's in there.
I did one last week. I think it was like 9 minutes or so.
Yeah, it's just I'm
You know,
not
because
being
it just
patient.
didn't stop bubbling. It was bubbling through the whole thing.
We can see it coming out now a little bit.
There you go.
Oh,
There's
I
a
see it.
bubble.
We're seeing the bubbles now.
This is like a watch pot. You can't watch it.
Well, that's it. It doesn't boil.
Yeah. There you go.
Now, as it's coming out, will you be increasing the pressure slowly?
Yeah. But I'm just kind of I don't want to blow the bag, you know. There's like
Yep. Low and slow.
I think I should just let it sit for a minute. Oh, here it goes. It's gonna start to come out the front there.
Bingo says, I think you're being too patient. 10 tons, hit it. Now, I think that's a little excessive, but I also think you're probably safe to start ramping it up if you chose to. But
Yeah, I would think so too.
Just when you find that happy medium of getting the, as soon as you get the heat through and you're able to squish it, add a lot of pressure and not have.
Because you're at 5 minutes.
Yeah.
So you could hit it again.
No, I've been I keep pressure on it.
Oh, isn't that pretty?
Steady incline.
Whoop. Okay, keep in mind also, guys, this is also a 2-year product. This is a year old, not 2 year, year old? Year old.
Year old.
Yeah.
Super Lemon Haze.
The Super Lemon Haze that I grew last summer, 2 summers ago. And I will be switching some newer product now that I want to play around with some older product and then get used to this.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah.
Feel it out and get your bearings first. And
You're at 6 minutes.
doing its thing.
And I'm just slowly adding just minute pressure. I'm at 4 3/4. But that's not necessarily true because of the resistance of the spring. So I don't really know how to calculate that.
You're at 7 minutes.
This is DIY hydraulic pneumatic press. It's not pneumatic, by the way. This is not pneumatic at all. I don't know why they put pneumatic on there. It keeps going down.
Temp, I believe, is around 185 Dutch Grow.
Yep, 185.
Keep It Real wants to know how long, Tara, you've been pressing for.
So the top one, when I actually hit it, it says 175. I wanted to check it with my infrared and really see what it truly is set at.
You're coming up on 8 minutes.
180. I think I need to up that top plate some. Yeah, the
Up
top plate seems to not cool off faster because I think all the heating down here. Okay, so what was that question, Kathy? I'm sorry.
That's okay. Keep It Real wants to know how long you've been pressing for.
Pressing on this or pressing?
I'm going to guess pressing.
As a grower, I started on a flat iron. And I started, oh man, when did I start, Kathy?
I know.
3 years
my guess
ago?
is, I was going to say probably 3 years.
Yeah, I think it was 3 years ago. I started with a flat iron. And then I bought a Rosineer, which was a pneumatic press. And then I upgraded to this press. And then today, I'm now upgraded to these plates.
And you're coming up on 9 minutes.
So
You're at
and
9.
it's really leaking out over here on the side. You guys can't see on that side over here. It's really leaking out over here, leaking out over there.
Yeah, it's still bubbling, so
Yeah.
I say keep going.
Okay. We'll just keep going.
Yeah. I mean, as long as you got bubbles.
Yeah.
Yeah, Cobra. It's first press. Some super lemon haze. It's from last season, so a year old. And we're what, 9.5 minutes into the press?
Just about, yeah.
And it's flour and not hash. Keep in mind, a lot of people are used to the big flows.
Drippy, drippy. Yeah.
Yeah.
It does flow differently.
Yeah.
You're
Yeah, Bingo's got it.
What Bingo say?
Yeah, exactly what we just said.
Yeah.
But he had a type down, so.
you're at 10 minutes.
Yeah, it's really giving me some resistant right now. Quite a bit of resistance. But I'm happy with what I'm seeing on the sides and everything.
Yeah, that looks good.
Yeah, I'm getting some nice return. It's really let's see in the back.
Yeah, and it's still bubbling, so.
Oh, good gosh. Too bad you guys aren't in the back. I hope that didn't blow out. That's what I'm hoping. Let me feel that.
I don't think it blew out.
You don't think so?
I don't know. Did you mention what kind of bags you're using yet?
You know, I just ordered them on Amazon. They were the 3x6 bags called Press Club.
Press Club, okay.
Yep, Press Club.
And I have had fairly good luck with them. This is the one I did try earlier that we only put 20 grams in this one. And that was the one where we pressed 20 grams in the puck and then try to slide it in the bag. Yeah, that's how I figured out it didn't work. And then I folded over the bag and we pressed it twice.
Yeah.
And we got some return here. That's what we got earlier. And that was the second squish.
You're at 11 and a half minutes.
Okay, we squished again.
It's still bubbling over there too.
Get it? Yeah, it is, isn't it? And this is definitely why people do hash, because flour takes a long time.
Yeah, you got to be patient with flour.
Slow and slow. And I actually think I hurried it up too much at the beginning. I really do. But we'll see.
Well, you'll find out. New plate. So, all right, you're at 12 minutes.
Okay. How are we all feeling? I think we should go at least 15.
I think you're still bubbling, so.
Keep going.
However you feel. Yeah, as soon as I get that Fruity Pebbles and whatever else I can muster up packed, we'll do another session and we can kind of do the contrasting presses and stuff and have a bigger press party. It'll be great.
Yeah, I would love to have a pressing party and have everybody come and hang out and, you know.
Should we try and do that maybe on 420?
Hey, well, definitely. Let's do that on 420. That's
You
a
know,
given.
online.
We're definitely. Oh, by the way, we are having a 420 party, Kathy. Thank you for mentioning that.
See, I thought I'd kind of slide us right into that.
Girlfriend. Kathy,
Online,
tell
keep
us
it
about it. What do we got planned?
Well, we're going to be doing 420 with the Aussies on 420 at 420 with them.
Hell
And then we're going to do 420 on the East Coast. And we're going to do 420 out straight through to Tara Lee at 420 in Washington time on 420. I think there was some talk about maybe some seed giveaways too during that time period.
Oh, dude, we got so many seeds to give away. We've got all kinds of stuff coming up that we're going to be giving away, I think.
There may be some goodies that may be coming out.
Yeah, definitely. I know the Aussies even have some stuff to give away in Australia for the Aussies.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's
So stay tuned for that.
You're at 13 and a half minutes.
I still
Ish.
see some bubbles.
Ish. I lost 10 seconds here.
That's okay. That's okay. We like our ishes.
We're all about the ish.
Aren't we?
Where are we at?
Everyone's invited.
We're coming up on 14.
I'm going to call it at 15 and just so we can look
All right.
at it and be done with it. Like there's probably more.
All
I
right.
still see bubbles coming out. Do y'all see bubbles still coming? I see, yeah. See,
Yeah,
look at,
you're
there's another
definitely at
bubble.
14 now.
Yeah.
Can save some for second press.
Yeah, I think I'll just call it. So
Yeah, I would definitely do a second press.
I'm going to back this up out of the way. Get this out of the way here. Okay. So back this off. And we'll see what happened. Let's see. Let me get the, holy cow, it didn't blow the bag. Wow. Shocking. Look at that. That's pretty
Excellent.
impressive for that bag.
I think with the timeline, with how long that it was, like how gradually you went up there, yeah, there's pretty way a guarantee that you wouldn't blow that. Because like
Yeah.
when I'm pressing, like I'm starting finished within 3 to 5 minutes. So that'll be neat to do when we all, if we can get quite a few people on there, all kind of doing their own way. And
It would be super fun and do some comparisons and show some different presses.
flour and hash and different styles.
Yeah, I would really.
Because there's a lot of different ways of packing those bags.
I
And
see my turtle fart sticker down there.
yeah, I was just going to comment on that. I was like, oh, look, Corey.
So anyhow, I'm pretty impressed. I think it got most of it. You can see there's still some on the edges
Yeah,
there.
are you going to do a second press?
I don't really want to.
You could save it for if you have another couple and then just put them all.
Yeah, I think I would rather stack them up and then see what it does.
And do a whole bunch of them at the same time? I like that idea.
I don't want to bore everybody through these. That's really not very fun to watch another second squish. It's kind of but let me show you what we got here. So let me pull this off the paper just a minute here. So normally I have a fridge right over here and I put it right into my fridge or the freezer or whatever I decide to use. Let me pull that apart without sticking. Put it in the fridge.
Ooey gooey goodness.
So, hello. When you make it go off the edges, it's really hard to get a hold of that. Okay, so there we go, guys. What the paper looks like.
That looks delicious.
So how y'all like that? That looking good there? So besides what is on the paper, and then of course what obviously fell out on the other part there, that will be the return. I have no idea what the return is going to be. It would really be an easy way to weigh it is weigh a whole piece of paper and then weigh that. Wouldn't that be a really easy way to weigh it?
Yes,
Yeah,
that would be the way to do it.
Jeez, let's do that right now. I just saw that.
You'd be able to calculate pretty close to it.
Okay. Let's see. Get my handy dandy little scale out here. Okay, first I gotta get paper. Tear it out. What's everybody doing in chat? Anybody smoking on something good out there? What's everybody doing? When are we going to have this next pressing party, DK? What are we thinking? Next Saturday?
Oh, I can make that happen. I can make something work for then, or the following after that, or sometime in the near future, anytime.
Yeah,
Keep it on Saturdays.
I'm up for it.
Perfect. Anyone else listening has something to squish, or even a makeshift press, or anything that you're making work for you? It'd be neat to see it and show others. And
Yep, bring your hair straighteners if that's what you're using.
exactly, yeah. I'm on the same.
You know?
I just got the 10-ton hydraulic press from. I'm in Canada, so Canadian Tire, and rigged it up with the low temp plates, 3x7 non-caged, or 3x5. Sorry.
Okay, that's a really crappy return if that's really what I got. 3.6. Oh, wait, I didn't wait. Okay, so 3.6 on this paper. That's probably at least another gram there. What'd you say?
All right, so that's
4.6. That's not a very good return, but that's okay. It's old product.
old product. It's good to practice.
It was a good practice. There's probably a lot more in the second squish. If I really wanted to get a lot more product out of it, I could have like really jacked up the heat. I could do a lot more. What else could I have done, DK?
Just pressure, depending. You know, it's you got to just learn that fine line with the bags, right? Because you don't want to blow out. But now that you know that it didn't blow out there, you can do your preheat and kind of, add pressure maybe a little quicker, get up there faster, because you will get the oil out quicker, and it should be a lighter color. But you have to ride that fine line. If you start wrecking bags, and you'll have to tone it back. But also it depends the bag. Like I've been using Amazon bags as well, but I've went with Supreme was the company we've used, and they've been really good. I've tried a couple. I've tried like the bottle stack a couple times, which seems to work. I'm not the best at packing it, and it wasn't my first way of trying it. And I'm a creature of habit, so I've went back to just the standard way of packing and a little pre-press, just kind of like you did, standing on it. But they work great. Get them up to 5K within. Like I said, my press usually lasts 2 to 3 minutes for the first press, so seems to do the trick. But there's a whole bunch of different ways to get this done. So that'll be the neat thing with seeing everyone and experiencing.
Well, and there really isn't. In fact, I'm going to get my flat iron. It's sitting right over here because I brought it in and showed everybody the other day. But I'm seriously like, it would be fun to like actually have everybody start with the flat iron and just see how much you can get returned. Just have a pressing party like. We could say, hey, let's all take 1 gram and see how much you can get with a flat iron. We could play some games like that. It'd be kind of fun. So
my son was here today, and he was pressing some dispensary product that he had, and he pressed it by the nug in the little paper, and he got quite a good return on it. I was really surprised because I didn't think he was going to get very good return on dispensary product, but it was pretty good. I didn't like the way it tasted. It was an apple tartlet. What can I say?
Bingo says he's down with that.
Like a clothes iron? No, not a clothes iron. It's like a hair straightener.
A flat iron.
Yeah, for
but
straightening.
You know what hair. Though? I have heard people actually take a clothes iron and a grilling pan, like one of those like hot griddles, like a griddle.
Yeah.
And I've heard of them actually using that. To get some rosin out. You can use a lot of things.
You get crafty, that's for sure.
And really necessity is the mother of invention.
Exactly.
So,
everybody
DIY
doesn't start out with a press. I started out with a flat iron. We all don't get to start out with the best. For 6 months, I made my product.
Right.
That's a hair straightening iron as well. Lobster is asking if that's a clothes iron.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let
me grab it for you. Let me grab it for you.
Yeah. Show them what you're talking about, Charlie.
Yeah.
And also congratulations on making your first SIP container or planter. I also need to get on that. I have not done that. And if you're only on sift and bubble, I think you're all right. But yeah, if you got good enough sift or bubble, you're pretty much smoking rosin if you squish it in your fingers.
Yeah, because actually I have dry sift as well. Dry sift is actually where I started. Then I went into rosin, and next I'm going to go into bubbles. So you're ahead of me because I didn't get the bubble yet. So awesome.
And
So
then
this is a flat iron.
Sure.
Us women use it for our hair. And you can pick up, this is a very expensive one. However, this is when I used to be a hair salon. This is my one I used to, like $300 I pay for some of these. But you can go pick them up for like $40. You can find them at like Goodwill sometimes, you know. The thing is, normally you're going to break this whole outside because you're going to step on it and squish it as hard as you can. A lot of people put them in like a vise. Some people put them in different things. So the best thing to do is actually even to get a wider one. I would recommend to get a lot wider and fatter. Like they have those old crimping ones, you know, that are the fatter ones. Those would be really good, but you want it flat. But that's what I would go with. That's what I'd recommend to start with. It's easy. Learn that way.
Yep. And I've seen on top of that.
If you're not a big concentrate person, you don't need to invest in these big expensive presses. This press was what I think $100, I think. So don't, if you know, don't go out and buy in these big $3,000, $4,000 pneumatic presses if you're not into that.
Yeah, you don't have to. I mean, you can do that. There are other types of presses. There's bottle jack presses that are smaller, little 17-inch presses. I bought the 10-ton press because I knew after spending, I'd saved all my containers from last year, and I counted them all up, and I had 13 containers. And when I figured out what it cost me at the dispensary to buy that, it was less money to go out and buy the press.
Yeah.
And just you know, start that off. I knew that's what I wanted to do. So.
Okay, so someone said they couldn't figure out how to keep the bud from slipping out. Okay, so what's super important when you're using a flat iron, like I said, get the widest ones that you can get. And then when you do, you want to take a bud and you want to just squish the heck out of it. You want to squish it. Like I would take, I don't know, depending on how big it is, like, I don't know, a gram even, like, you know, and you're going to take it and you want it moist. Don't go to the dispensary and buy it right off the shelf and think you're going to squish this. You really have to moisten it back up. And I believe the only way to do it is with some serious moisture in the container, not really with a Bovita. I haven't found that works for me.
It's got to be moisture.
It's got to be super moist or really fresh. Okay. Really fresh flowers, even better. But if you don't have really fresh flower, this is what you can do. And then you squish it and you make like a nice nugget out of it. Or you could take an empty container. Do I have a clean one over here somewhere? I have rosin all in those. Well, we'll do a halfway empty clean one out. Clean out the hash of that one. Okay. So anyways, so you could even put the flour in there like that, and you can push it down. And this is how you would make your pre-press. This would be your pre-press that you would use. And what would be better is actually to put parchment in there because it'd be a lot easier to get it out, but I was able to get it out. And then there's your pre-puck. It's really important to make this because if you don't make this, all your flour just squishes out and you don't ever get the rosin away from your product. Does that make sense to everybody out there? Was that a good explanation, guys?
It was excellent. That was perfect.
Okay. And then after you get it in a nice puck, you can even keep working it with your hands like this, like super hard. You want to just really press it in there. And then you would stick it in your parchment and then right into your flat iron. You know what? I should just freaking turn my flat iron and do it right now. Should I?
Yeah, go ahead.
Let's just do this. This is an old.
Doesn't take that long to warm it up.
And if you have one that's not $300, you can definitely stand on it. Or I've seen people, because they're doing it a lot and they don't want to have special shoes on, they use like the regular, like the curling iron covers, those silicone covers to go over the whole unit once they've already got it swished in there, and then they can stand without, you know, heating up your shoes and burning your foot or whatever.
There's a thing on Amazon too that you can buy the actual hair straightener as well as this clamp that goes on it.
Yeah, there you go. Right?
Helps you to give more pressure to it. It's like $45 maybe. I think. Free shipping, and you can have it there by Sunday.
There you go. There you go. Great way to start. At least see what can happen.
It's my commercial for Amazon.
If you don't use good quality product, though, you're not going to be very happy with the return.
That's right. And it's got to
Quality
be,
in,
it's really
quality
got to be
out, fire
hydrated.
in, fire out.
The
Exactly.
solventless, it's extremely amplified.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Way better.
The other
Way better.
thing I also really recommend is to do a few layers of parchment, not just one parchment. And use parchment. People don't think to make sure you're not using
Oh, don't do wax paper. Oh,
no
God,
wax
no.
paper. Yeah,
No.
people. There's a difference. Some people didn't know that there's different. I actually didn't even really know what parchment.
No brown
was.
paper bags. Don't use brown paper
Try and
bags.
use
Yeah,
the
no.
unbleached ones. Yeah, that's a little. Yeah. Oh, I did, however, use tea bags once. I didn't have little bags to press, so the first bags I pressed out of were those silk tea bags. If you ever, if you're a tea drinker, you can also use those as a pressing screen. If you're hard up.
Yeah. And yeah.
Again,
If you're hard up.
A little bit more.
necessity is the mother of invention.
Yeah. Let me get my little handy gun here and see how hot we're up to. It's going to probably ricochet off that, or will it? Let's see. Let me put my thing on there and then do it.
And then to be devil's advocate, I have used the Bovita packs a few times. I usually use the 65s because I have a couple kicking around to do some limited hydration before squishing. And I've had pretty decent results. Again, only selecting pretty quality product to go in. So you're going to have good results regardless.
Cannabis for Cancer says use coffee filters.
Okay, so I found that when I did try coffee filters. I found that that they really had too much product stayed in those. Like I really lost a lot of product in them, is what I found. So, I mean, if they work for you, awesome. They just didn't work for me.
Well, it's a good thing to have a nice
And-
idea if you really want to press and you haven't got.
This has
What you
gotten
need.
way too hot. And for most people, when a flat iron or a curling iron and all that is normally super hot when women straighten their hair. So like it's normally way over the temperature. This is like 300 degrees right now. So that's how fast these heat up. So I always turn them in, heat it up all the way. And now I'm going to let it cool down to the temperature that I want. And then I start to flat iron on that. That's how I flat iron. Then I start to press on it.
And yeah, I used it for a limited amount of time doing some squishes, and I kind of did the same setup. And then I found because we can't get nearly the same amount of pressure, we can kind of overcompensate with the heat, and you will have that initial reduction of terpenes from just the ones that fly away, volatilize off. My apologies. But it still works well, and you kind of are able to get that amount still. You're able to get a little bit of quantity out of it as opposed to just like a couple little drops. It's been a minute since I've seen rosin pressed with a straightener, so.
I know I haven't done
Yeah.
this for like how long now?
I have never done it that way.
And just to
I
help
s-
me,
I saw
I'm gonna,
Live for today. I saw hers,
I'm gonna just
and
tuck
she
it-
had a good return.
I just tucked it in there and I'm just holding. I got it down in the bottom here, so I just tucked it in so it's holding in for me. That's how I'm gonna make it stay in place. And then, is it down to heat yet? Let's see where we're at. And I didn't even measure what we got. So yeah, we're still like at 200 there. It's pretty warm. I'm just gonna go for it. Ready?
It's 200 Celsius, I'd imagine, right?
No.
Oh, that's Fahrenheit?
Yeah.
Oh, I think you're definitely good.
Yeah, Keep It Real says that he's seen people get good returns on YouTube. He just couldn't get it to stay in the center of the straightener. It would pop out every
Yeah.
time he tried to squeeze it.
Yeah.
Probably, were you doing a pre-press on it, Keep It Real?
Yeah, you need to have it
Making
nice
like a little puck of it?
This is hot.
Or just putting the nug in there and trying to squish that?
silicone pad would be really handy to have.
Yeah, that's going to keep you from getting burnt.
It's still, I can hear it squishing out. That's the other thing, you can use your ear when you hear it popping.
Yeah, when I'm warming it up, I usually just barely let it touch, do it for about 30 seconds. Then I start applying a little bit of pressure, wait for another, minute, and then go right until you hear that sizzle. And then once you hear the sizzle, you can kind of wait a little bit and it'll start to dissipate.
Okay, I probably just scorched it. Smells pretty hot. We'll see.
Let's have a look.
Yeah, Keep It Real said he did do a pre-press. But that might be what it is. Maybe use the jar thing as a...
There y'all go.
Oh, look at that. That's a pretty good return on that little bit there.
And it's decent, look like decent color. You can see through it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Smells amazing. That's the strawberry OG that I have.
Nice.
That's pretty.
Yeah. So there you go. I did it with a flat iron. Oh my God, it's been like 2 years or so since I've done it. So y'all, hope we kept you entertained tonight. That was quite an entertaining Saturday Night Live. How's everybody doing out there? I think I'm going to take a puff of that. How about that?
Yeah, there you go. A little reward for all your hard work.
Yeah. Let me unplug this flat iron and get it out of the way. I got too many cords. Cords everywhere. Any questions out there? I hope we answered a lot of questions and at least, showed you we can do it with a flat iron and a big, nice press tonight.
Cheers, Ty. Bong rip for all the mother lovers out there. Oh, it's your mom's
birthday.
Go. Happy birthday.
Oh,
happy birthday.
Hell yeah.
Happy birthday, Mom.
Hell yeah. You know what? If you're willing to come on, I'll even put the Kathy, if you want to share the link in chat. I'd even let him come on and wish his mom a happy birthday.
Oh, let's see. I've not done that successfully before. No, I've not done that successfully before.
I will shut this camera off and then we'll leave this and then we can do that. Leave meeting.
Let me see if I can do
that. Done over there. I'll unplug this other phone. And if you're brave enough to come in here and you can say hi, I'll even let you.
I'm going to try it, but you go ahead and do it because I may not do it right. I think I tried to do it one other time when you guys were live, and I think I screwed it up.
Well, we're not going to hold it against you.
Well, there it is.
So,
I got it in there.
You did? Okay. Let me see if I put it in, if it's the same thing.
So if anybody wants to come in and say hi, if they got any questions.
The link to my bank account, there's no money in there, so don't even bother to try.
Darn it.
Keep It Real says thank you so much. Well, thank you for tuning in.
Awesome. Yes, I am going to take a dab.
Let's see.
And then if anybody wants to come in and say hi for the last, 5-10 minutes here, what else we got? You guys want to talk about anything else? I hope everybody's keeping it safe, keeping it real out there. I know everybody's a lot of worried about a lot of things out there. So I think it was important to come on and at least hang out with my friends tonight and say hello. I did promise y'all to come on and show you my new press.
Well, whatever I did, it wasn't the right link, so we're not putting that in there. I have no idea what that was. It didn't look like the one you put in, so I said, no, let's not do that. I mean,
I love you.
I like Amazon, but I don't want to buy everybody a press.
Oh, darn it. You're not going to buy me a new press, Kathy?
No, I'm not sharing my Amazon account. I have no idea what that was when I did it. I should copy and paste it then, right? As opposed to.
Oh my gosh, you guys are funny.
Let's see if that works.
Okay, here we go. These papers aren't too bad. They seem a lot thinner than the Kirkland brand, but things seems to be coming off of this. So this is some of that strawberry OG that I just got. There's a good
there we go.
Few dabs there.
So yeah, copy and paste is the way to go.
Figured it out. Awesome.
Yep, figured it out.
As
Awesome.
long as you share it, it's really easy. As long as you share it first.
Well, cheers, everybody. Have a fantastic evening tonight. I hope you're safe and happy and healthy, and definitely most important, hi. Cheers.
Stay lifted.
Cheers to that.
Here you go.
And we got Mr. Green Stativa checking in the house here. Here we go. Welcome, Mr. Green. How are you? We'll give him a minute to get set up.
What's up? What's up?
What's up? Welcome. How are you? Nice to meet you. This is the first time I'm meeting you.
We're rolling up too.
Hell yeah. Well, where are you at, Mr. Green? Where are you from? Can you say?
I'm Italian.
You're Italian. Awesome. I love it.
What are you smoking on?
Well, I do my own genetics. I mix Mac 1 with Gorilla Glue and Girl Scout cookie with some lemon haze. I did my own genetics.
Oh, cool.
Oh, very nice. That
That's a
sounds
nice
great.
medley. What's the finishing time?
I'm on day 29 right now from my next harvest.
Okay, cool. And are you still like experimenting and working the line?
Oh yeah. Now you know what I'm adding to it? This run?
What?
Gelato.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, every time I try to mix a different strain with it.
Cool.
You want to check out the garden?
We would love to check
Oh,
out the
would love the tour. Absolutely.
Well,
There you go.
hell yeah. We always like tours of garden, but if you'd like to smoke up, you can smoke up first. You're totally welcome to do that. It's totally whatever we won't rush you.
Yep. Well, it'll take me about a split second.
Okay, awesome. Are you rolling a blunt, a joint? What are you rolling there?
A blunt.
A blunt. Okay.
They made those new, not zigzag, it's just called zag.
Zag.
Hey, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they're amazing. This thing is slow burner.
Awesome. Cheers, Bagseed. Thanks.
Yeah, nice.
Bagseed says he loves the show tonight and he'll come on when he gets better reception. Cool. Definitely. I'd love to
Excellent.
have more people on. This is a way to build the community. I
Yeah.
feel like come on here
Yes,
and,
yes,
and
yes.
drop the link and meet people and just like this. Cool. I'm so excited. Mr. Green's jumped on here to show us his grow. This is cool.
Excellent.
Purple OG, what's up, man? How are you? How you been? How you been? I've had my back to you chat all night. Sorry, Lobster. How you been? What's happening? What's everybody doing out there? Say hi, so I can say who's still here hanging out. Welcome, welcome. When I'm in the middle of pressing, it's so hard to read chat and to do all that. So hope you guys all don't feel like I ignored y'all tonight. Purple says he's been very busy. All right, I think Mr. Green's here. He's ready to show us his stuff here. Let's
Look at the camera.
Beautiful.
Hey, there we
spotlight
go.
video.
Yeah.
Spotlight. Yep.
There we go.
Oh, that's gorgeous.
Whoa!
Yeah,
Holy
look
shit!
happy.
Holy moly.
Wow.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that. She's gorgeous.
They're all the
Wow.
same.
Beautiful.
Yep, regardless.
And these are your own genetics?
Yeah, this is day 29 of flower.
Wow, that's gorgeous.
Still got a month and a half.
Yeah.
Now you should see it. It's all about how clean you are.
Yeah,
Oh, I
noticed
love
that
it.
right away. It looks great.
I love it. Just like that's the way it has to be. You got to make it nice and clean. Beautiful.
What's your medium if you're open with chatting about it? No worries if not.
I use Happy Frog soil. I top
Cool.
the soil with turp tea from Root Organic, and I mix 3 spoons of Mycos with the soil every 2 weeks.
Wow.
Awesome. Yeah.
You're getting fantastic results. You've got it dialed in perfect.
Yeah, those are looking happy for where they're at.
Yeah, beautiful.
And you take them about what, 70 some days, mid 70 days, give or take?
How about that? How about that? I'll send you guys a box and you guys unbox it on the show and try it out and let me know what you think.
Oh my goodness.
That'd be awesome.
Well, allegedly a box could show up and allegedly we might have to try it out.
Allegedly, yeah.
Allegedly, yes. Yes. Allegedly, there may be, exotic bird seed in there.
Allegedly on 420, we have a lot of allegedly stuff going on too.
Absolutely. Super exciting.
We should make a competition, like people competition. Gather a lot of people, and get our strain and let them try it out.
Heck yeah. I would love to do that. I'd love to swap with people.
It took me almost a
exactly,
year and a half to come up with stuff like that.
That's
Like-
beautiful.
This is almost 8 feet high over here.
Wow.
And that's indoors. Wow, that's fantastic. 8 feet tall and you're indoors with it. Gorgeous.
Beautiful. Very
What
pretty.
lights
Well, I hope you come and give us an update as you get closer to the time that you're going to pull them.
On my YouTube channel, I post an update every day.
Yeah, he has a YouTube
Awesome.
channel. I just looked it out and I just subbed up to you.
Oh, awesome.
Cool.
Excellent.
Maybe give them a share and chat. Spread the love.
Yep, I will. I'll put it out there. I was just like, dude, you got a channel. Okay, I got there.
That's what we're about, building the community.
See, stacks on stacks.
And let's see here.
So have you been growing for quite a long time now, or are you more new to it, or where are you at?
Couple years.
Cool. Well, it's looking
I
great.
I started strong. I did my researches. I did everything perfect. I started with a good background.
No, that's what you got to do. That's the smart way to do it, and keep it nice and clean. And
Cleanliness is the way to go, boy. I see way too many grows where people don't clean up from the last grow. And
No, I mean, look at that. You can say brand new.
you're
For
inviting to have.
And then month and flower for 3.5 months of watering. This floor looks amazing, to be honest.
It's gorgeous. It's nice and clean. Nice and clean. I clean mine almost on a weekly basis, like every week to 10 days. I go through it and I scrub everything. If anything gets spilled, it's cleaned up right away.
yep, I'm on the same page.
And look, this is all under LEDs.
Yeah,
That's excellent.
I was trying to ask before. What are you running for lights there? What LEDs are they?
Those the California Lightworks Solar Extreme 1000s and the Solar Extreme 500s.
Cool. Right on.
Solar Extreme 1000s. I think they take out of the wall. Well, I don't think, I know for sure. 800 watts, and the 500 it's 400 watts. They're plug and play. The 1000 they comes with a 4-fan built in, and the 500 it's a 2-fan built in. 3.3
Nice.
amp, 3.3 amp on the 500 and 6.6 amp on the 1000. Those 120 volt. If you get them 240 volt, you get it almost 2 amps for the 500 and like 3.3 for the 1000.
Yeah. Right on. Thank you.
They
Beautiful.
come with 1-year warranty. They cover 6x6 veg and 4x4 flower. That's the 500. The 1000 7x7 veg and 5x5 flower at a 3 feet high.
Wow. That's excellent.
Yeah. Well, the girls look happy. That's for sure.
They certainly do. They certainly do.
Wow, that's so amazing, dude. Thanks for coming on and sharing that with us.
Yeah, we appreciate it. And this will inspire others to do the same thing.
Absolutely.
I mean, now they might be intimidated, but come on, man. Right? Like,
I'm like looking at that going, I ain't showing none of my clams.
I'll show mine next. I'll bring the bar right back down. It's all good.
Yeah, just kidding, right?
Well,
Jeepers,
well,
that's
yeah,
really beautiful.
I can show you my grow. I have 0 going on right now. I don't even have any seeds. So see, this is the only grow you're going to see on my channel right now. Oh, well, thanks, dude. That was awesome. I don't have you spotlighted anymore, so you can mute your camera or however you need to do it.
Okay, now I can show you something else.
Okay.
He's got more.
Well, he's got more. Oh my gosh. Here we go.
I'm not highlighted, right?
Wait, just you're not highlighted, but let me mute your video. Stop video. Okay, I stopped your video. Let me know when you want it back on.
I'm good. Here you go.
Okay. Ask to start video. Now you can turn it back on and then I'll highlight you. And I'll highlight
Those are
you
the
again.
babies.
Oh, wow.
Oh, look at that, huh? Oh, they look so happy.
Under one of
They
those
all
500.
topped yesterday. This is day 28 in veg. They all got topped, if you guys see right over here.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Right over here.
So how many points do you let them get before you top them, or how do you go do yours?
Well, you see, people go by, I go by how long they are. I know how much they're gonna stretch. I've been growing. I made my genetics, I told you, for 2 years. I know at 2 feet, if I flip them to flower, they're gonna finish up at like 4.5 feet, you know? So when I top them, I always top them at like probably 15 inches and I top it. And then everything, I do low stress training on them. After the low stress training, if you have like 6 of them, they're gonna go, I grow them even more. I veg 2.5 months.
Yeah.
Yeah. You see, I do it for myself. It's not, I don't sell it to people or anything. It's just for me. So I take care of it. So I veg it 2.5 months. If it needed the extra 2 weeks of flower, I give it to it. I cure for
Exactly.
3.5 months.
Yep.
Yeah. No,
Exactly. That's why, yeah, that's why I grow my hazes. You know, people don't grow hazes out for you. You got to grow your own.
Can you tell how clean?
Beautiful, man.
Absolutely beautiful. I love to see a clean grow.
We didn't even plan on you coming on, and you just jumped on, and this is
No,
amazing.
we appreciate it.
Like,
It's-
so
I
We're
told
so
you,
proud of.
tell you I was gonna mix the gelato in.
oh, there you go.
Oh, great. That's awesome.
Coming up soon.
There we are, all in the cloner there.
I put this cloner. I posted a video for of how to root in 4 days. How to get roots in 4 days.
I'm going to be watching that later
Oh,
on
shit.
tonight.
Kathy's on that one.
Yeah, perfect.
A lot of people were like, "No, it's not gonna work out." But look, what do you think?
That's awesome.
How many days in?
I've been having such a hard time with cloning.
That's seriously 4
Is
days.
that 4 days?
Yeah, I
Nice.
told everybody. I
Holy
I told them I
shit.
posted a video. I made those 90, not 90 out of those, probably because I choose what I want. I made them all from a 32 cloner in 4 days.
Wow, dude. Okay, now I will say that some cultivars are easier to clone than others.
Yeah, well,
That
absolutely.
is
Genetics, and
yeah.
it's the way you cut your clone. Where do you cut it from the bottom? Some people, they cut
So
it from
you gave that whole demonstration over on your YouTube channel?
Excuse me, I couldn't
you
hear
get-
you. So
Did you give
Yeah.
that whole demonstration over on your YouTube channel?
oh yeah,
Okay, cool. So everybody, if you want any information on how to do clones, go over and check them out.
yeah, because the fan over here is so loud I can barely hear, you know.
Yeah, that's okay. I understand. Yeah, don't forget to plug that cloner back in. Let me take you off spotlight here. Hold on just a minute there.
I got you.
Okay, cancel video. Let's see here.
Yeah, I already plugged it back though. You know, I'm gonna double check because you told me. I was like, you might be right.
Yeah, make sure you plug everything back in. Okay, I just muted your video, so you're not on. You're good.
I got you.
Well, thanks for jumping on tonight, man. That was an awesome surprise. And welcome everybody for just tuning in. We did some pressing and some squishing earlier. You can go back and check that out. We'll leave the video up as long as YouTube will leave it up. Hi, Harley Grower. How are you doing tonight? And we have JCS, a new subscriber tonight. Thanks for coming in, enjoying the show. I appreciate it.
Fellow Canadian.
Ha ha ha. Is that? Yeah. I see that. Yes, from Canada. Heck yeah. Thanks for tuning in. Appreciate all the love. So yeah, awesome. Well, thanks for coming in, Mr. Green, again. Awesome having everybody hanging out with me tonight. I just love DK and Kathy, my friends, hanging out with me tonight. And Bingo Lombardi's probably already clocked out somewhere in there. He's in the chat somewhere. It's awesome hanging out with him too. Anything else? Any final things to say, guys? I think we'll close it on down and let everybody get on their merry way. Enjoy the rest of the Saturday Night Live. And don't forget to tune into House Church tomorrow morning. Hopefully it'll be on. Is House Church on tomorrow? I didn't even look to see if there was a link up yet.
I didn't see anything so far.
Okay.
I'll be working, so you'll all have to say a prayer for me.
I hope there. Bingo's House Church up tomorrow. I hope so. Well, if there's no House Church, I don't know. We'll be squishing by ourselves in here in this little party offline because I got more pressing to do and I got some more figuring out how to do this to work with my press back here. And I also hopefully going to have some better pressing for you guys in the future. So you'll be able to actually see some more prettier waterfalls in that, or rosin falls, right? Is that what they're called? Rosin falls.
Rosin Falls. Yep, Rosin Falls.
Rosin falls. All right. Thanks, everyone. Have a fantastic evening. Thanks for tuning in. Oh, and here comes Farmex right in time for the end. Cheers, Eric. Yeah. It was awesome hanging out with Eric, too, in the lab the other day. Go check out my friend, Eric. Hi, Eric.
Hello.
Come hang out this offline. We'll throw the link out there. And invite you guys can come hang out offline for a minute if you want to, too. I'm going to be here and take a couple more dabs. And have a fantastic evening. Love y'all. And we'll catch you on the next one.
Good night, everybody.
Great night. Remember to come show your grow.
Peace. Be kind to
come
each other.
show your grow. And don't forget the 420 party we're having. Right, Kathy?
That's right.
420 party.
I took the day off, so.
Okay. All right, guys. Have a good one.